Hey guys, Big Rig Jesus, and this is the gun review again. Another episode. This is the M60E4 light machine gun, and honestly, I think it's one of the better LMGs that is currently at this time in the game. The rate of fire is a bit slow, but the power that it has and the accuracy, I think, definitely make up for it. I get a decent amount of C4 kills here. Because I'm pro like that. But, oh, sorry for the noise in the background, I can't really control them. But it's good. I suggest a sight of some sort, obviously. For grip, I suppose you could, if you liked, bipod a lot, you could throw that on there if you wanted to. And I put extended mags on it. Trying to think what else you could put on it. Suppressor would not be good. Suppressor would, I think, make the recoil kind of unpredictable, shorten the range, and make it really, really slow shooting. What's another attachment? Flash suppressor, I suppose, if you like that stuff, which I don't. I think honestly extended mag is really the only thing that you need. Whenever you don't need, but you don't really need anything from that slot, but it's the best from that slot, I think. Because you don't really have to reload as much, and when you have to reload, you have to sit in the corner for like 5 seconds, because it's a long reload time. But yeah, it's a good weapon. I think support really is not the most useful class all the time, really. A lot of the time, support is not very useful, really. I mean, because being able to play ammo stashes is good, but if you have the ammo specialization on, I mean, really, you're never gonna run out. Or, well, you will occasionally, but, I mean, while like, you need multiple medics to do the medic, or the assaults, whatever you want to call it, that job. You really only need ever one support, because one ammo stash will last tons of people, just forever. It's about the weapon. I'm trying to think of other things. Honestly, I played pretty well with it in this game. I think, at least to my standards. We won, I think. I got MVP, and I think I had 20-some kills. I don't remember the exact number. And honestly, I'm liking these rush maps more and more. Obviously, as attackers, the maps are very good because they're very easy. But as defenders, I'm getting used to being able to take down the AC-130 quite easy. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just that once you launch one rocket, you end up getting killed. And if the people are coordinating flares, which doesn't really happen all that often, then you're kind of screwed with it. Also, if you get stuck on the shitty team that doesn't want to like pull out a Stinger and Igla and actually do what they should and shoot it down, then you kind of get screwed over, which I've been on the shitty team quite a bit. And I threw that one in there just to, I mean, the map right there just looks sick. The sunset in the background and the shadow, and here's me on the bitch seat of a quad bike, because that's what it is. It's not like the secondary seat, it's the bitch seat. It's also, I don't know why they made you drive backwards. I would have liked it if you're like looking over the guy's shoulder, because then if you have like an M60 is already there, it's almost like another turret. Spread and the spray for this weapon is not that great, but with 200 shots of mag, you can afford to miss a few, as long as you're using cover wisely and not taking too much damage. You should be able to shoot them down not too hard before they kill you. lots of vehicles on this map. It's pretty hectic. Generally, when I'm rush attackers, I stay away from vehicles, because I find it easier to just try to get it over with as fast as possible, because that's generally what both sides want. The attackers just want to win, and the defenders just want to get the torture over with. There's the new spraying. I'm trying to think of anything else I can just throw on here. I'm trying to think. I don't really know what to talk about. They're good, but whatever. Here's a big cut. I skip a bunch here because I'm just running around. That's the problem with like in that desert section that I showed a little bit ago. It's a very long stretch of desert. If the defenders are good enough at maintaining like a line of like 5 snipers, they could probably stop the attackers right there with not too many problems. Because it's out in the open. The only cover you have is a little like curve in the sand, indent, crater, I suppose, if you want to go that far. So if you really did go that, like, if you got that organized and had just a line of snipers, you could probably, and then of course some engineers taking out the vehicles, you could probably do it, but then eventually the AC-130 would be, so that's what's going to stop a lot of the playing in this game. And here I collect some tags. I get disappointed when I collect tags and then they're just like shitty level 1 tags. I didn't know what those ones were, but like you get them and then it's like the default tags and you're just like, ah, fuck that wasn't worth it. I stole one guy's tags and it was the level 100 service star jet or whatever. That's it. There's the game. MVP. I triple the other team's score. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Thanks.